Anthony Hartwig here with a very special Mooney girls lacrosse player profile. Yes, the season is over, but the accolades are not over for this next guest, who is, one of very few that have gotten this next accolade, I guess we should say. Natalie Blasko from Cardinal Mooney girls lacrosse, one of 25 girls in the whole state of Ohio, given an all academic All American tag. Natalie, thanks for coming on. Congratulations on this, by the way.
Thank you so much, and thanks for having me.
So when you hear that you have something that only 25 girls in the entire state have been able to get this year, how proud does that make you? I mean, is that kind of a surreal moment?
Yeah, I was very proud and very grateful when I got this award and realized I have earned it. And it wouldn't have been possible without my teammates and everyone around me.
There's obviously a lot of hard work that goes into academic All American.
Mhm.
Talk about kind of some of the things that got you to this point.
So, some of the things that got me to this point was all my friends and family. They're always there to support me, whether it's lacrosse or academically. My teammates and my coaches. My coaches are very understanding. Like, we'll study on the bus rides and then we go play our game, or after our games we study, and it's just very understanding and a very good environment, both sports wise and academically.
So, like you said, you've earned this. You've put in the work for this. Tell the people like what's your GPA right now sitting at, and two, what kind of goes into like what's the criteria you get for being an academic All American?
My GPA is a 4.3, and the criteria I get. Wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like what are they looking for? What did it take to get academic All American? Like what
Oh,
put you above the rest?
it took a lot of hard work, a lot of studying, taking harder classes that at first you're like, I don't know if I can do this, but taking those AP classes and doing well on those AP exams really puts you up there for a lot of different opportunities.
Some people might not know that you can get above a 4.0, but
Yeah.
you definitely can. There's so much that goes into that. You have to take harder classes. What challenge does that give you? I mean, to be able to take the classes that you have to take to not just get a 4.0, but then get above that ceiling.
It is definitely a challenge, especially when you're balancing different sports and just life in general. But once you find a balance of when you need to study, when you need to focus on other things, you come home, you do what you need to do, and then you're good to go.
As we know from watching you on the court and on the field, you are super competitive as an athlete. How competitive are you as a student? I mean, do you kind of sit there and see other people doing really well and think like, I want to be the best in my class, grades wise too?
Yeah, for sure. When especially during tests, when people finish before me, I'm like, am I doing slow? Am I doing bad? But then I also just know that I need to do my own work, and I know that I'm doing good. It's a lot of courage for yourself. You have to just believe in yourself, and it'll get you through it.
Shout out some of the teachers that you think have really been instrumental into getting you to this 4.3 in academic All American status.
Definitely Miss Policy and Miss Cooper and Mr. Beta. He's a very enthusiastic and just a great teacher.
You're not done. You have work to do. You haven't
Yes, I do.
graduated yet. What's the next like step? What kind of I mean, can you get a higher GPA than 4.3, or are there more things to do?
Yeah, I for sure can get a higher GPA, and I'm taking some more AP classes and then a lot of college classes through YSU. So through their CCP program, and then just making sure I'm being balanced in my honors classes and then all my electives.
This is obviously going to set you up real big for a future. I'm sure with a GPA that is even higher than 4.3, by the time you're done, you're going to be able to get into almost any college you want to. What are some goals for you? What are some things you're aiming for after high school?
So I would love to go into nursing and then become a nurse anesthetist. That is my main goal in life right now.
Do you have like a dream school or a place that you're aiming to go?
I would love to go to Ohio State, but honestly, I don't have like a main set place yet.
I feel like if Ohio State said no to you, that'd just be silly, right? With that
Yeah.
GPA, I mean,
Yeah.
what's it feel? Is there pressure taken off knowing that like there's really not an admittance board that would say no to the work that you've put in?
Yes, there's some pressure taken off, but also I need to make sure like I'm still locked in and I'm still like doing the best that I can, even though that pressure is taken off.
In athletics, we're coming off of the state tournament, and we had teams get far. We always talk about how the further you go, the harder it is to finish, right? Because you're so close to the end, you're so close to getting there.
Yeah.
Is it the same academically? Do you think like the closer you are to graduation, now you're starting to feel like even harder to not let your foot off the gas pedal?
Oh, for sure. 1000%. Like, because when you're a senior, like, all my stuff is already turned in, all my transcripts and all that. But, like, they do still look at it, and it is still important for, honestly, like, even just yourself. Like, for myself, I still want to push through and do as best as I can.
Tony Shaheen, your head coach for lacrosse and volleyball, by the way, is the one that kind of brought this to our attention and said, hey, we need to get, a light shined on you. Obviously, she's a big part of your life. She coaches you for half the school year. What does it mean to kind of have someone like that in your corner?
Having someone like that in my corner it's honestly amazing. She's always there, and now that she works at the school, like, she's there for us in school too, when we need a break, when we need to talk. And she's an amazing coach who she just really wants the best for her players and for her team.
People probably can't believe that you get off time. I'm sure you don't get a lot of it during the school year, but when you do, what are some things you do to kind of keep yourself from getting overwhelmed or giving your brain a little bit of a break?
I like to clean my room, and I like to cook, and then I also just like to relax or like go for a little walk or like a run.
Clean your room. You must be a parent's dream.
Yeah.
When you think about the things that you've kind of already gone through adversity wise, we always talk about adversity in athletics. What's some adversity you faced in the classroom that you think you've really pushed through, you've gotten through, and now here you are on the other end of it?
So I started off in my AP class. I started off not the best, and like
Are we back? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that. Let's just go to that last question again. So you were in the middle of your answer. You could just restart that answer.
Okay. So definitely my AP exam courses, the questions are just way different. It's like a whole different course that you're taking, and it was very rough at first. I had to learn how to retake all these quizzes and like the way that they were questioned and everything. But as you practice and as you like look at other practice tests, you'll get there, and you'll get through it. So you just have to really work hard for it.
You were on summer vacation. What's your favorite thing to do in the summer to kind of get yourself a little bit of a break, a little bit of a vacation before you get back to the schoolwork?
My favorite thing is definitely going to the pool, laying outside and just swimming, and going to the beach when I can.
Now, are you off schoolwork until school, or do you still have stuff that you do in the summer to get yourself ready for the start of the school year in the fall?
I'm off my schoolwork, but I am still preparing for like all my CCP courses and emailing every day.
Wow, there's no rest for the weary, and you have so much ahead of you. We are so proud that we have an All-American on the YSN family. Natalie, thank you so much for coming on, talking to us about it. We will see you very soon when the school year starts again, and we cover your season as an athlete. We'll have you back on to talk more about sports, but we want to talk to you about the work you're doing in the classroom too. Thank you so much again for coming on, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.